Can you believe that in just 2 minutes, you could fall asleep like a soldier on the battlefield without taking a single pill? In just 2 minutes, you could drift off to sleep, even when it is noisy outside, or your mind is racing with worries. It might sound unbelievable, but this is real. This method has been used in the military, where every minute of rest can mean survival. And now it is opening a new door for millions of older adults who are struggling with insomnia. No pills, no deep meditation, no fancy machines. Just a very simple method that, when done correctly, can turn long, restless nights into peaceful, deep sleep. This video will help you understand why insomnia becomes more common with age. And more importantly, it will walk you through the 2-minute military sleep method that has been scientifically proven. This is not just about relaxing your body or picturing a calm scene. It is a combination of neuroscience, psychology, and consistent practice that is surprisingly easy to follow. Before we get started, leave a comment with a positive affirmation like, "I deserve to sleep well every night." Make that commitment to yourself. And do not forget to hit like and subscribe so you do not miss any helpful content for sleep and health in your golden years. Now, let's begin this journey toward reclaiming the natural sleep that you truly deserve. Before revealing the 2-minute sleep method, there is something very important I want you to understand, something that many older adults have misunderstood for years. Insomnia is not a natural part of aging. It is common, yes, but that does not mean we are supposed to accept it as an inevitable part of getting older. First, let's talk about hormones. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone that controls our sleep-wake cycle. That makes it harder to feel sleepy at night, easier to wake up in the middle of the night, and more difficult to fall back asleep, even when the body still needs rest. Next, there are chronic health conditions. Persistent pain in the joints or back, or discomfort caused by heart disease, diabetes, prostate issues, or bladder problems can constantly disrupt sleep, and it is not just physical pain. Emotional pain is a silent culprit too. Many older adults face loneliness, the loss of loved ones, changes in their social roles, and anxiety about health, all of which quietly eat away at the ability to sleep deeply each night. Anxiety and depression are also especially common, yet they often go unnoticed. Many seniors experience lingering sadness or unease, but do not speak up, or they are not truly heard. These emotions do not disappear when your head hits the pillow. They follow you into bed, keeping your mind racing and your body unable to switch off and enter a natural state of rest. Even worse, lack of sleep does not just leave you tired the next day. It can damage your memory, increase the risk of falls due to poor alertness, make depression symptoms worse, and even harm your heart and immune system. In other words, sleep is not just downtime. It is when your body repairs, restores, and recharges itself. Now that you understand why sleep becomes harder as we age, let me share with you a special method born from the toughest environment imaginable, the military. The 2-minute sleep method is not a rumor or some social media hack. It was seriously developed in the military, a place where there is no room for guesswork, and every minute of rest can be a matter of life or death. Picture this. You are a soldier in the middle of a battlefield, surrounded by gunfire, stress, and the constant fear of danger. In that kind of environment, sleep feels like a luxury, but it is also a necessity. Without sleep, you lose alertness, slow down your reflexes, and might not survive. Out of that intense need, the military created a structured and specific method to help the brain and body fall into deep sleep in just 2 minutes, no matter what is happening around you. In official training programs, 96% of soldiers who practiced this method successfully fell asleep within 2 minutes after just 6 weeks of consistent use. That result was carefully documented. For older adults, this brings a huge sense of hope. Many of us have relied on sleeping pills for years, living with side effects, psychological dependence, and the grogginess that follows in the morning. The military's 2-minute sleep method could be a more sustainable and safer path forward. It does not just help you sleep. It helps you reclaim control over your sleep once and for all. To understand why this method is so effective, we need to take a deeper look at how the brain and body respond to stress and how we can trick them back into a state of rest. The 2-minute sleep method is not just a simple trick. It is a sophisticated blend of psychology and physiology that helps bring the body back to the natural biological rhythm it was designed to follow. When we are anxious, stressed, or simply unable to turn off the stream of thoughts in our heads, the body instantly activates the sympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for the fight or flight response. This system increases your heart rate, tightens your muscles, and keeps your brain on high alert, scanning for danger, even when you are lying in a quiet bedroom. The 2-minute sleep method reverses that process by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for relaxation, digestion, and most importantly, sleep. By deliberately relaxing each group of muscles in the body, combined with slow, steady, and controlled breathing, you send a clear signal to the brain. Everything is safe. Now you can rest. But the real power of this method lies in the role of guided imagination. When you picture yourself floating in a canoe on a calm, still lake, or lying in a soft velvet hammock in a pitch-dark room, your brain begins to believe it. The brain does not distinguish between real and imagined. It only responds to how something feels, and when the feeling is one of total safety, the body automatically lets go. The nervous system winds down, and sleep can come quickly. Finally, repeating a simple phrase like, "Do not think. Do not think," over and over is the key to breaking the endless stream of thoughts that usually pull you away from sleep. It is like putting your phone in airplane mode. This phrase becomes the mental switch that turns off the noise in your mind. So, as promised, let me now walk you through each step of this method. Simple, clear, and designed with older adults in mind, so you can start sleeping better tonight. Step 1. Relaxation. Step 1. Relax each part of the body. Before the mind can rest, the body has to learn how to let go. This is the first principle of any effective sleep method, and it is why the very first step in the 2-minute sleep method is relaxing each part of the body. When you truly learn how to release tension, you will realize that sleep does not come from forcing it. It comes from letting go at the right moment. Start with the area where tension often builds the most, your face. Close your eyes and focus on your forehead. Gently soften the muscles there, as if you are releasing a stretched-out curtain that has been pulled tight for too long. Then move to the eyes. Do not squeeze them shut. Just let your eyelids close naturally. Let go of your cheeks, and especially your jaw, the part we unconsciously clench all day without realizing. When your mouth gently opens just a bit, that is when you know your jaw has truly relaxed. Bring your attention down to your neck and shoulders. Many people hold their shoulders in a slightly tense position all day without noticing. Now let them drop as low as possible. Imagine someone gently placing their hands on your shoulders and softly pressing them downward. That sensation is the feeling of being released from an invisible weight you have been carrying. Let your arms rest naturally by your sides. Keep your hands open, fingers slightly curled, not clenched, not tight. Imagine your hands floating on water, weightless and effortless. A warm sensation now begins to spread from your shoulders down your arms, through your wrists, and into each fingertip. Let yourself feel that, even just a little, so your brain understands that you are allowing the body to rest. Next, focus on your chest as you take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Imagine each breath as a cool wave soothing your heart and the muscles around it. Let your chest soften. Let your stomach relax too. You do not need to pull it in or hold any posture. Just let your belly rise and fall naturally with your breath. Finally, bring your focus to your legs, your thighs, knees, calves, and feet. Feel each part and let them relax as if they are slowly melting into the mattress. Each part lets go like a stretched-out cord that has finally been released, silent and gentle. And once your entire body is lying there, no longer holding tension for any reason, imagine a stream of warm water or a soft, glowing light flowing from the top of your head down your back, across your chest, through your arms and legs, all the way to your toes. That stream of energy is a message to your brain. We are ready. Let's sleep. Step 2. Clear your mind. Step 2. Clear your mind through imagery. Once your body has fully relaxed from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, it is time to calm something even more stubborn than your muscles, your mind. For many older adults, the issue is not that the body is not tired. It is that the mind refuses to rest. You know the feeling. Your eyes are closed, but your thoughts are running wild like a never-ending movie. Worries about your children, things from the past, things yet to come. The more you try to push them away, the louder they seem to echo, and sleep, which is meant to come naturally, suddenly turns into a silent and exhausting battle. But here is the truth. You cannot silence your mind by force. The only way to quiet it is to gently guide it somewhere else, a place without responsibilities, without regret, without anxiety. And to do that, we use a simple yet powerful tool, imagination. Imagine yourself lying in a small canoe, drifting slowly across a still, silent lake. There is no engine, no one else around, just you, a clear blue sky, and water as flat as glass. You hear the gentle splash of water against the boat. A soft breeze brushes against your cheek. You do not need to row. You do not need to think. You have nowhere to go. That lightness makes you feel as though you are melting into nature, like life itself is carrying you toward a place of deep peace. Or maybe you prefer a different image, a closed, safe, warm space. You are lying in a velvet hammock, gently suspended in a completely dark room. No lights, no noise, nothing to disturb you, just you wrapped in a cozy, pleasant sensation, like being embraced. You do not have to hold yourself up. You do not need to try to fall asleep. Your body is slowly becoming weightless, sinking into the hammock like a breath fading into air. Do not worry if the image in your mind is not perfectly clear. Do not pressure yourself to visualize it correctly. Imagination does not need to be perfect. It just needs to create a feeling, and when you feel calm, safe, and quiet, that is the cue for your brain to shift into rest mode. The human brain does not know the difference between real and imagined. It only reacts to the feeling you create. If that feeling is peace, the brain will stop being alert. The sympathetic nervous system will step back, and your body will naturally activate its sleep mode. And that is the second step of the 2-minute sleep method. Leading your mind away from real life, away from endless worries, and into a beautiful dream that you get to control. A dream that begins with a simple image and ends with true rest. Step 3. A simple phrase. Step 3. A simple phrase to bring you back when your mind wanders. Even when your body is fully relaxed, even when your mind has started drifting into that imagined space, there will still be times when you are pulled back into reality. A sudden memory may pop up. A familiar thought might sneak its way in again. When that happens, do not get discouraged. Do not think you have failed. This is a completely natural reaction from the brain, especially for those of us who have lived through many ups and downs and are used to constant alertness and worry. That is exactly why the 2-minute sleep method includes a simple but powerful mental phrase for these moments, a kind of lifeline to pull you back into calmness. Just gently whisper in your mind. No need to say it out loud. Do not think. Do not think. Do not think. Repeat that phrase for about 10 seconds. No need to rush, no need to force it. You can sync it with your breathing. Breathe in gently. Breathe out. And say the phrase in your mind once. Each repetition is like a small wave, soothing your thoughts, pushing away unnecessary noise. This phrase is not meant to fight your thought. It is meant to replace them with something neutral and steady, something your brain does not need to analyze. That is what helps it disconnect from the patterns of thinking that usually keep you awake. Think of it like singing a lullaby to a child, repeating the same soft phrase until they drift off to sleep. In this case, you are singing to yourself. You do not need to understand how it works. You just need to trust it and let go. Your body will take care of the rest. To make the 2-minute sleep method truly effective, in addition to practicing the technique itself, you also need to adjust one very important factor: your environment and bedtime habit. Let's start with light. The human body is programmed to respond to light as a signal to stay awake and darkness as a cue for sleep. But artificial light, especially white and blue light from LED bulbs, phones, and TVs, tricks the brain into thinking it is still daytime. That interferes with the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you feel sleepy. Switch to warm yellow lighting in the evening. Use soft night lights or even try a bulb with a sunset mode to help your brain understand that the day is winding down. Sound matters too. Older adults tend to be more sensitive to noise, and sudden sounds can interrupt relaxation. If your environment is not completely quiet, consider using soft background. Sounds like gentle rain, ocean waves, or calming meditation music. Sounds that are consistent, wordless, and soothing, like a comforting blanket. These sounds are not meant to be listened to. They are meant to help your brain stop thinking. Your pillow and mattress also play a much bigger role than most people realize. As we age, our joints become more sensitive, so a mattress that is too hard or too soft can make it difficult to find a comfortable position. Your pillow should not be too high. It should keep your neck aligned with your spine. If you often experience back or neck pain, investing in a mattress that supports proper spinal alignment can make a huge difference in your sleep. Your bedtime habits are just as important. Try to go to bed at the same time every night, even on weekends. Avoid eating too late or having a heavy meal before bed. Your stomach working overtime can interrupt your rest. Also, limit stimulants like coffee, strong tea, chocolate, or sugary drinks after 5 in the evening. They trick your body into thinking it is still alert when it is actually tired. And finally, something many people forget in this digital age: turn off electronic devices at least 30 minutes before going to bed. The blue light from screens not only disrupts your biological clock, but it also keeps your brain on high alert. Instead of scrolling, try reading a few pages of a light book, writing down a few things you are grateful for in a journal, or simply sitting and breathing deeply for a few minutes. That is how you send the message to your brain: it's time to rest. Sleep is not just the end of the day. It is the foundation for a healthier, clearer, and more peaceful tomorrow. Even if you have spent years struggling with insomnia, even if restless nights and exhausted mornings have become your normal, I truly believe that you can reclaim your natural ability to sleep. It is a gift your body has always had, and it is still there, waiting for you. The military's 2-minute sleep method is not a temporary trick. It is a long-term practice for your body, mind, and spirit. It teaches you how to let go at the right time, how to focus in the right way, and how to guide yourself into deep rest. Maybe tonight you will not fall asleep in exactly 2 minutes, but if you stay patient every night, you will get a little closer to deep, natural, and healing sleep. And if you have read or listened all the way to this point, that means you truly care about your health. So do not hesitate to leave a positive affirmation in the comments, like "I give myself permission to sleep well every night." Let it be a personal commitment to yourself, and share how you feel, because who knows, your experience might be the light that guides someone else who is silently battling with sleep every night. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss helpful content about health, mental well-being, and quality of life in your golden years. Let's build a community where age is not a barrier, but a milestone for awakening peace and living more deeply every single day.